I'm a huge AI fan. ChatGPT is free, and I feel like every dyslexic needs to be using it.
I
I can
watched Katie use ChatGPT and it is like next level how well she uses it. I'm like on more of the Luddite scale where I just don't really use it, utilize it, just think it seems like it's more time than it's worth. If you get good at it, like Katie is, it's a game changer.
It's really, really easy to use if you think at it from the right perspective. I always start with what is the thing I have to do, create, right? And then I just keep feeding it information until it fixes it, until it looks like something I want. Um, the other two that are popular are Bard, and then Bing AI is really, 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 really great. And these are meant for all kinds of things, but for writing specifically, I will go in and just get the ideas from them when I'm like struggling with the outline piece of things. So I'll be like, hey, I need an outline for a blog on XYZ, and I'd like it to cover these three things. Or I'd like it to talk about the emotional side, the mental side, and the practical side. And then it will give me an outline, and then I can, chop and paste and reorganize from there. But it's great when you don't know what you want to write and you need to start somewhere. This is also great. I have to admit, I have been so incredibly angry at employees or coworkers and just want to tell them completely off in an email, like, this is not my job, figure it out for yourself. I go to ChatGPT and I say, ChatGPT, please write an email to Sam and tell him that he is a moron and that this is his job, not mine. Enter. And then it will write a very professional email that tells Sam this is not my job and that he needs to figure it out. So it's very helpful if you have
The other thing
frustration.
I use it for, because I don't really use it, is making things concise. My writing, I've always been told, is not concise enough. My sentences are a little wonky and I just can't see it. And I find text to audio, I know the whole point is to slow things down. I know that's why it's helpful. It is just too slow. It's really annoying. And so I find just putting it in ChatGPT and being like, can you make this more concise, or can you make sure that the grammar is solid? That it just does it for me. That's the thing that I am really loving it for.
Yeah, if we want to get into that again, we're coming up towards the end of it, but if we want to get into that and play around, I'll be happy to like do a quick tutorial on how I use it. One last ChatGPT trick before we wrap up and log off. Whenever you put something into ChatGPT, at the end say, hey, I would like you to do XYZ. Below is the info. Other than that info, is there anything else you need to know in order to give me the best answer possible?
So we were trying to name the new guide that's coming out next month, and we were putting it in, and it came out, and I was like, these are shit. And then I was kind of like in my classic like Luddite vibe. I was like, oh, ChatGPT shit. And she was like, no, 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 no. So basically, what she does is she asks ChatGPT if there's anything else it needs to know to give a good answer, and then it asks you questions of things it would find valuable to be able to answer the question better.
But we literally said, hey, I'm working on a guide that will act as a lead gen magnet for dyslexia and adults community. Can you help me come up with some attention grabbing titles for it? The title is, it's about dyslexia at work. What else do you need for me to come up with ideas? And then it says, hey, I need key ideas, goals, target audience, and tone. And then we answer the questions, and then it spit out a list that was pretty close to what we actually wanted. And then we said, can we make these more British? It could not, in fact, make them more British.